lot of artists are unsure whether buying their own printer to make art prints is a good decision, and I totally understand why. I've been making my own art prints for around 18 years now, and there are a lot of things that I've discovered along the way that are benefits and downsides. So in this video, I'm going to go over the pros and cons of having your own fine art printer, so that way you can decide what is best for you. The first benefit to having your own art printer is that you can have flexibility. You can print anything you want anytime. You don't have to wait on sending a print off to a company to have it made for you. It's just right there at your fingertips. And I love this because I'm impatient. I don't like to wait around on someone else to make my prints for me. I want to be able to just get whatever I need printed right then. The next is cheaper cost per print. If you look at a comparison for an 8x10 size print that I print here in my studio myself on my Epson P900, it costs me around $1 for that print. But if I send out to a company that makes fine art prints, even the most affordable one is going to cost anywhere from $4 to $5 for that print, including shipping. And that's if I buy several of them at a time to save on the shipping cost per print. In addition to this, another big benefit is color accuracy. If you're good at color matching and you have the skills to do it, because I know there is a learning curve on this and some artists, especially beginners, struggle with this aspect of getting their prints to look good. But with a little bit of experience doing this and practice, you can get really good at matching the colors of your paintings to the prints that you make. And whenever I make my prints, the colors are perfect. But 9 times out of 10, when I send a print off to get it printed, I get it back, the colors aren't quite exactly the same as I wanted them to be. Now, sometimes they're really close. They may be 99% as good, but oftentimes they're only 90% or even 80% as accurate. And this matters because when you have people in your art booth, and if they look at a print and they happen to see the original painting, like if they're shopping in person, and they see that the print doesn't look as good, or maybe the colors are just off a little bit, they'll notice this, and it will make the prints be less sellable. The next benefit to having your own printer are paper choices. When you go out and you buy prints made by a company, they decide what papers or canvases to use on your art prints. And oftentimes you can't really shop around too much from different companies and decide which type of papers you want them to use. Now, there are some higher end fine art printing companies that do offer a small paper selection, but when you have your own printer, you can use any type of paper that's out there. This means that you can use the most expensive fine art papers or the cheapest ones, depending on your art business needs. And the last clear benefit that I want to highlight is not having to release your images to a third party. So whenever you send off an image of your work, let's say to Printful or Printify or any company who is making the art prints for you, they are going to have that image saved in their system. Now, it depends on the company's policies, but some companies, quite a lot of different employees could potentially access your images. You're putting a lot of trust in these businesses and their employees and their privacy policies, hopefully that are upheld, to be able to make sure that your work isn't getting stolen. And for me personally, I always have felt a little iffy about sending out so many of my images to these companies, because what if they distribute them to companies in China, for example, or put them on the internet somewhere where anybody can download them? I mean, maybe they don't do this, and I've never had anything that I can prove to be stolen by doing this, but it's always something that has stuck in the back of my mind. I'm a control freak, and I want to have control over the images of my artwork. And so when you're printing your work yourself, you don't have to worry about a third party, like a printing company, having access to those images. Now onto the downsides of buying your own fine art printer. And the biggest one I can see is the upfront cost. Man, it can be expensive to buy these printers. You're looking at anywhere from $1,000 to maybe $1,300 for a really good high-end pigment-based fine art printer. Now, you could go with a lower-end dye-based printer. You might be able to get one of those in the $500 to $750 range, but your prints aren't archival fine art prints if you're using a dye ink printer. They won't last as long without fading, and you have to know that going in. But a lot of artists do opt for the dye ink printers because they are more affordable, not only on the upfront cost, but the ink cost as well. In addition to the ink ink, you're going to have to buy yourself some paper to get started with making the prints. If you want to have a variety of sizes, you will have to buy papers to fit each of these. And if you want to cut custom sizes, you're likely to need to buy some sort of a paper cutter to be able to do that. The next downside is the learning curve. When you first get a new printer, you have to figure out how it works. You have to figure out how to take photos of your work, get them into Photoshop or some other editing program on your computer, adjust the colors, and get it to print out to where the colors will match your painting. And this is often a really tedious process for artists who are complete beginners at using printers or color matching or taking photos of their work. And so oftentimes this is the step when people get their new printer that if they fail at it a couple of times and they don't have proper instruction or aren't willing to keep trying, they end up giving up and then just continuing to order prints from a professional printing company because it's a little bit easier on the technical side of things. So if you find yourself in that position, you're wanting to learn how to color match or just see what's going into it ahead of time, I have a color matching video that's really good. I will link it in the description. It's actually not too hard to do, but there are some steps to the process. You have to have a little Photoshop skills. So just something to keep in mind. Another negative is maintenance and technical issues with the printer working, like paper jams or your ink heads getting clogged, prints coming out with lines all over them, trying to figure out what's wrong with your printer. You can spend hours troubleshooting issues. I know this from hard-earned personal experience. What I found though is if I keep my printers working, like I maintain them properly by using them once every week or two, at least once to print something, even if it's just a test print, it helps the ink continually move through the print head so there aren't ink clogs. I also keep my printers covered up with blankets so that way when my cats get on them, cat hair doesn't get down inside of it because hair getting down inside of the printer is a huge problem. So you don't want to ever have that happen because you'll be trying to figure out how to get the hair out of it and it'll be messing up all of your prints. Like I said, I know this from a lot of personal experience, but it can take hours of your time trying to troubleshoot and figure out what's wrong with your printer. But as long as you use it regularly, keep the area that it's in clean, and use inks that are made by the manufacturer, typically the printers will last quite a long time and they won't have as many problems, but you never know. I mean, sometimes you just have problems and you have to deal with it. Another downside to making your own art prints is the time investment of actually making the prints, because when you are sending off for them from a company, you have to upload them to their website and everything, make the order, but at that point then it's on them, they just arrive in the mail. But when you're making them yourself, you actually have to do the printing. Now sometimes this doesn't take very long. It just depends on how many prints you're making, but let's say you're making 100 prints, this actually takes quite a bit of your time to do. But for me, sometimes I will make 500 prints in a day, and it will literally take me an entire day to do this. So because of this, I can't paint during that time. I can't do other work that I need to get done. I'm literally just spending my time dealing with the prints that I'm making. The last downside has to do with space requirements. Now, each printer is a different size and weight. So before you purchase any printer, make sure that you have space in your studio for it. The manufacturer will provide the dimensions of what it needs to be able to be set up and working on its website or sales pages. So make sure that you have the room for it. Also, you have to keep in mind that you're going to need space for all of the paper that you're using, any of the shipping supplies that you need to make your art prints and then ship them out to the customers. You have to have a room for all of those things. What I've done is convert several closets in my home for storage space so that way I can store all of the papers and the shipping supplies and everything I need for making the art prints. So just make sure that you have room for it. If you'd like to learn more about the printers that are currently available for making art prints, I made a video, you can watch it here. It's an ultimate comparison of all of the best printers, so you will be able to choose the right one for you. All right, well, I hope this information helps. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.